Good afternoon. It's 1:37 p.m. November 15th, 2019. Just woke up from night shift and I'm looking over the trades. So I put an order in last night at work on my lunch break for Nike. And what I saw on that was we had our down move, then a consolidation sideways, which looked like a cradle. And then my entry was a doji continuation pattern. So we had our big green day where we moved up. I don't know. I can't really tell. Anyway, we moved up. We had a doji and continued up today. So I put a stop down here for my initial stop is below this open gap, below the consolidation area. If we look at a 2-day chart, you can see how it came down here. It's sort of like a cradle to me. You could call it a J hook, I suppose, as well, although it's a pretty deep J hook. So I'm going to raise our stop. Right now we have 429 fake dollars at risk, which isn't what I like. I did a full position on it. So I'm going to go up here below our doji, actually, and it's below halfway down Wednesday's green candle. If it comes back down to that level, that should tell us that we need to be out of the trade. Actually, we have support here. Let's go below these low pivots as well to make sure we don't get whipsawed. So we have 218 fake dollars at risk, and that is all. So reviewing the other open trades, we have CINF. That's our only short, and look at that. Yeah, it's moving down towards our target. So here, let's have a look at V-stop 17 and what it's telling us. It's still above our stop. We have 45 fake dollars at risk, and we have $106 in unrealized profit. At this point, we're going to come into some major resistance at that level. I'll leave that as it is. It's 45 fake dollars. That won't break me. We'll give it a chance to hit target. I think sometimes I get a little bit nervous that I'm going to watch a profit turn into a loss, and I could end up with, if I had left it alone, I would have ended up with a big profit instead of a teeny weeny one. So JB Hunt that I bought yesterday, it must have been late in the day. So that triggered our buy order, and it doesn't look very strong at this point. We're still above the trend line, so nothing really to be concerned about. We only have 153 fake dollars at risk, and our stop is below this consolidation congestion area, below the breakdown bar. So if we do get stopped out there, that's fine. Microsoft continues to move up. That is going parabolic now. We have a gap up after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's our 7th day up. We have 473 fake dollars. So this is due for a pullback, and I'm going to look to take some profit if, well, it is going to pull back. So we've hit $150. Here, let's look intraday. High 149.85, so we haven't hit $150. This is a swing trade account, so I'm going to treat it as a swing trade. 164.23, so I'm going to take half off at 150 because that is a whole round number. we'll see what happens there. Um, Okay, I'm just rethinking this. I think my stop was a little too tight there. I am going to go below. This is the volatility stop indicator on price. So I'm going to stay below that and below yesterday's low. That will give us 286 fake dollars in profit on this trade. And I'm only going to stop out on half there if that's what happens. I've never done that before. Take half off. That trend is just unbelievable, and I don't see it slowing down. We'll give the second half a chance to move, as it will pull back or consolidate sideways for some period of time, I would expect. Okay, Nike we've looked at. Rite Aid, which we bought Tuesday, has consolidated towards the trend line, and we have a green day today. Let's go back to V-stop 17. So we're above our V-stop on a 2-day chart. That looks beautiful. Looks like we had an inverted hammer there yesterday, and we are perhaps resuming the uptrend. Our stop is below today's pivot low. If I'd been too tight and put it right below the V-stop, I certainly would have been stopped out today. So I'm happy with the stop that is in place. And if we do see any more ugly action, we'll be out. Spiders continue. There's a gap up. Doji. This is one that I want to hold for a long time. We only have 207 fake dollars at risk. Leave that alone. Seagate. There, that broke out today. The day is not done, so I can't really see. I won't know till the end of the day if the volume was above average or not. So 59.41 is the price. We're thinking about taking partial profits next week, but that should continue to move in our favor. And XLK, we had a gap up this morning, and at this point it's a doji. I'm just going to move that up to V-stop 17. So now no matter what, we will have a $22 fake dollar profit. Now let's look over. We'll do a post-mortem for the week. Bed Bath & Beyond, that's when I got whipsawed out of that. And that was poor stop placement. Had minor support at this pivot high, October 11th. And look at that. So our pivot high there was $13.15, and our low, $13.16. So the algos picked me off, and that was an amateur move on my part. We did our first pullback. I've heard that this is what they do. I've recognized it a lot. Is your first pullback? They know every amateur ding dong like me is, they're doing the pristine buy setup, and then they take it down just a little bit lower, and everyone's stop is like right here, and they know that, and they just take them out. And I fell for it, so I need to not do that. So what it's doing is moving towards the trend line, and in the short term we have a bit of a downtrend. Here, let's just give that a line. and that's going to stay on the watch list. I thought about re-entering this yesterday because we had your 5-day pullback, COG bar, minor support, and then our entry. However, we did have a lower high here where I bought, and just because of that, I left it alone. It was I was also mad at myself, and I don't want to do any kind of emotional trading, which is what well, like everyone is guilty of that. Activision was another one. I guess what day was that? That was from last week. We'll look at it anyway. Um, I was concerned at the time that I did get whipsawed. However, it turned out that I did pull back deeper, and no matter where my stop, like I would have been stopped out. So this chart on the long term, I really do like. I think what it is like a big cup and handle with a really, really ugly handle. So we'll just keep it on the watch list. I don't know. I do like that. I think it has potential to move up and fill this gap. So we'll make sure that that is on our watch list. And then today we had alerts. JB Hunt pulled back to our trend line. I probably had it drawn differently on a different board. Yes, I did. And we'll make sure that's on the buy watch, but it's not a buy today because we have a red bar. We want to see buyers come in. FLXN, which is actually our one trade that hasn't triggered yet. So we've pulled back and we're doing a slide towards the moving average. We'll leave this buy stop right where it is. It's above yesterday's high, pivot high, or yesterday's high, not pivot high. I like that setup a lot. Let's look at our moving averages. Yeah, we're in between the rising 20 and the rising 40. We do have minor support. We can move that up to the pivot. Maybe that'll help us out. And rising trend line, minor support. We're between the 20 and the 40. We're at a COG bar Wednesday, and we're just sliding towards the rising trend line. That could be a very nice trade. And this long-legged doji here, I think they flushed out a lot of the sellers, so there's very much potential there. And JB Hunt was the other one. And that will do it for today. It's the weekend. Well, the weekend is in a couple hours, and we'll look it all over, and we'll be back Monday, maybe with some new trades.